welcome to the 1000 subscriber Q&A video where I shall answer various questions that you guys have sent in. If your question has been missed, do not fear, for there will be future Q&As, so you will have another opportunity then. Let's get started. First question, why did you choose to base your channel around PvZ instead of more popular franchises? Well, PvZ is a franchise that I have grown to love ever since I was little, with me having a vast interest in the franchise, and watching creators such as Exploding Apple wanted me to have a channel of my very own. Next, if PopCap ever announced Garden Warfare 3, what would you like to see in the new game? Personally, I'd like to see more story mode shit like in BFN, because the campaign was one of the few things that I think BFN nailed. I'd also like for them to take a look at several elemental variants within each of the classes, and not just have them function exactly the same as the base variant, but with an element on top of them. Moving on. Do you still enjoy playing Garden Warfare 2, even after 5 years since it came out? I do still enjoy the game, though I do only play it for 1 to 2 hour sessions every so often, as so that I do not get burnt out from it. Next question. What do you do besides this channel, and who is your favorite character in all of Garden Warfare? For one, I do occasionally draw when I'm not working on new videos. Here's an example of my work. As for my favorite character, that would have to go to the computer scientist, mainly because not only does he hit crazy good damage, but his legendary mode is the only one that has a screen filter, and I fucking love it. Our next question, would you like to do longer videos, or are shorter videos your kind of style? It depends on what kind of video it is. If it's a typical get good video, I try not to make it too long and actually get to the damn point. If however, it is like that one documentary I did on the mid-air burrow, then I would definitely go for a much longer duration. Next, what is your opinion on the PvZ community? Overall, I'd say the majority of the people here are willing to welcome you with open arms, and whilst there might be a few trolls here and there, I'd think you'd enjoy your time here. Next question. Have you considered playing with subscribers in the future? That's something I'm still considering. It might happen in the future. Maybe. Our next question. What program do you use for the text-to-speech voice? I use this. That is free to download on the App Store. Up next, can we hear your voice? Maybe someday, when I get a decent quality microphone. Next question. Out of all the armored variants, which one is your favorite? That one easily goes to Metal Petal, as extra health on a healer, capable of healing themselves, adds up a lot more than you think, and makes that 160 health feel a lot more like 300. Moving on. What video has been the most fun to make so far? That would be the mid-air burrow documentary, with every one of the meme montages being a close second. The documentary I had a lot of fun making, not only because of how much the subject interested me, but because I had a theory that I wanted to share on what I think causes the phenomenon known as a mid-air burrow. Next, did you ever think of joining Swag's production team, since you were inspired by him? I think Swag himself is currently doing an amazing job with the team he currently has, so I'm not sure if I could honestly bring anything new to the table. Our next question. Where did you come up with the name Lieutenant Darkring? And do you prefer the Flying Tree Man or the Barbecue Tree Man? Well, for one, I prefer the original Barbecue Tree Man, because for as much as flying across the map is fun, nothing beats literally torching people to death with a single push of a button. And as for the name, I can't really remember. I guess I just thought of it one day and thought it sounded cool. Next, what other shooter games are you willing to go over? I'm all ears for any suggestions that you guys may have. However, one game that has been taking my interest recently is Team Fortress 2, which if I figure out how to record footage and transfer it to my tablet for editing, then TF2 Get Goods might be a possibility, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it, especially considering how many similarities both TF2 and Garden Warfare 2 share. Our final question. Are you going to continue making PvZ content for the rest of time, or are you going to try make different content in the future? Well, To tell you the honest truth, I do not plan on sticking with PvZ forever. It might have been a game that I have grown up with, and it may be a franchise that I still love to this day. However, in recent times, it has gotten rather stale, with none of the shooters receiving support anymore, along with nothing new being announced for the franchise as a whole recently. So to keep a long story short, there's only so many videos I can make on a game that no longer receives any new content or support for that matter. So whilst PvZ might be the main thing for now, I plan on switching sometime in the future. This concludes the Q&A session. If your question was missed, do not fear, for I plan to hold another session sometime soon. I would also like to thank you all again for allowing me to reach this significant milestone, as I honestly thought I wouldn't even hit 500, let alone a fucking 1000. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more shit like this. Have fun.